Well, well, well. Look who it is. Hello there, friend. Fancy meeting you out here. I bet I can guess exactly what you're doing out here, with your hands full of carry-out food and your big fancy backpack. I'm up to pretty much the same thing. Yeah. This hilltop is the perfect spot to watch the city's fireworks display. Tonight, of all nights, the great grand celebration of the invention of explosives. Ever since you humans climbed down out of your trees and started banging rocks together, there's always been some fool who wants things to be louder. And one day, some fool invented fireworks. And since then, there have been so many days devoted to celebrating the advent of gunpowder by setting off as much of it as possible. Plus there's some civic holiday thing today, also involving explosives, which we can both enjoy from this very spot. Oh, there's all sorts of closer places to watch from, but the noise there is a bit much for me. And from up here you get more of a straight across view. You don't have to keep craning your neck and looking up the whole time. You can just sort of lounge about and watch with ease, yeah? Hey, if you want to set that stuff down, I've got a good spot already set up for watching the light show. It's just over here. You can set down your food and shrug out of that giant backpack of yours. Take a load off, settle down, grab a bite to eat, all that good stuff. What have I been up to? Do you mean just today, or since the last time we ran into each other? Today? Oh, I've spent a good deal of today getting ready for just this very occasion. Dragged some assorted snacks up here. A bag of random fireworks that someone dropped on the ground. That'll be fun later. And one of those gigantic bladder-buster convenience store cups full of root beer. The snacks? Yeah, I got me a new favorite thing off the menu at Kaiju Burgers. It's amazing. It's called Attack of the 50-Count Nuggets. And for someone my size, it eats like a feast. 10 nuggets each, of 5 kinds of meat. Emu, alligator, bison, salmon, and some sort of meat analog soy stuff. I know it isn't real meat, but it feels like it and tastes like it. Comes with a heckload of dipping sauce too. I absolutely love it. So let's get everything set up here. A great big feast for each of us. And a great view of the light show when it starts up. I think it's supposed to start a little past sundown, so we've got time enough to fill our bellies before the explosions start. I really have a strange sort of fascination with fireworks. They make all sorts of loud noises, sure, and that I don't like so much. It stresses me out. But watching the lights from a distance, you get to see a lot more of the whole thing, and you're not getting pummeled by the sound of it. That goes for the really big ones, anyway. The smaller stuff, the stuff people set off in the street, you know, I like a lot of those too. The ones with the lights and smoke, not the big bangers. I mostly just hide out in likely places and watch folks set off their ordnance. But on occasion, I find some stuff that gets left out, and I set it off myself. Oh, easy. I always have a lighter or two on me. You've seen me use it before. Though a lit cigarette is a lot easier and safer for lighting fuses. Sparklers, fountains, strobes, the odd firecracker or 50. You know, the sort of loose, cheap fireworks one always finds strewn about this time of year. Yes, that is me. Red Leicester, the pyromaniac possum. No, I'm not really that bad about it. Not like those squirrels you hear about that run off with cigarette butts and start fires in leaf piles. Crazy bastards, them. I like to think I'm a little more responsible with my cigarettes, thank you. Man, these nuggets are delicious. I wasn't sure about the bison nuggets at first, since ground red meat doesn't really make for the best of nuggets. Or maybe that's just me. The dipping sauce makes up for it, though. And overall, it really is tasty. They really made it work. Hey, what did you get for yourself? Oh, I love that place. I'll have to make my way over there again sometime soon. I haven't been over that way in an age and more. Really good pickings in the dumpster they have. A veritable possum feast. Now, about this fireworks display we're up here to see. It's supposed to be setting up off that way. Can you see the college athletic field? That big open spot to the east. Yeah, by that water tower. That's the place. That's where they've got all the rockets and bombs and stuff. It's supposed to be wired up to a bunch of remote switches and set off in order from a safe distance. Less of a hazard that way. But let me tell you a little story. Some years back I accidentally got a little too close to the action right before the festivities. I was cruising about in the storm drains, doing trash cat things, and I popped out of a drainage pipe right on the edge of the soccer field. Not 30 yards away from all these sheets of plywood studded about with fireworks. And you know who they had setting them up and getting ready to set them all off? Trained pyrotechnicians, I think is the correct term. It was these 4 dudes wearing shorts and tank tops and not a stitch of protective clothing about them. Marching about around enough ordnance to level a barn. No, I did not stay to watch. I knew what was coming, and I got right the hell out of there. Back into the drainage pipe and off to greener and quieter pastures. Well, not a pasture specifically. That's just a turn of phrase. That year I actually watched it from the top of the parking garage on the other side of the campus. Still a bit loud there, but it was a good view, and I hadn't found this hilltop at the time. I like it better up here. It's a little more secluded than the parking garage, you know? Plus it has all this shade from the trees most of the day. And it's a little overgrown here and there, so it's nice and cool. And I can hide stuff up here and gather it all together for the evening's main event. Saves me the work of trying to hustle everything up here at once. Oh, that meal hit the spot. What? Oh, hell no. There's no way I can eat that entire 50-piece nugget monstrosity in one sitting. I ate what I could, and I'll snack on the rest later. Sure is tasty, though. I think I'll have a smoke while I let these nuggets settle themselves. Ah, nice. I think we lucked out, friend. It's been a bit on the warm side today, but not too bad. And it looks like we're going to have a clear sky tonight, and no haze or anything. Great weather for watching fireworks. Oh, I'm sure there'll be lots of folks lighting off their own supplies once the city's display finishes up. That'll be fun to watch up here, too. We'll get a good view of all the different shells and rockets and things that everyone's gotten for themselves. Let's have a look over toward the college again. Still looks like there's a bit too much daylight. They'll likely hold off for a time yet before they start lighting anything off. You want to light off some of the smaller stuff I brought up here? Cool. Let me stir myself from this comfy spot I've settled into. And I'll dig around in my bag of ground scores and see if I can't find something suitable. Let's see. Too loud. Also too loud. Not flashy enough. What? No. Oh, beans. Run for it, friend! I dropped my cigarette in the fireworks!
Run for your life!
And as we both ran, fleeing for our very lives, just ahead of the explosions and the hellfire, and each of us wondering if we'd ever live to see another sunrise, it occurred to me that I never got around to asking my friend a very important question. I never got to ask them if they'd remembered how they wound up in that dumpster behind sketchy late-night convenience store the night we first met. And now, I doubted if I'd ever have the chance to ask again. What? Sorry, I spaced out for a moment there. Did anything happen? I'm almost afraid to look from behind this tree. Nothing? Are you sure? Let me have a look. I don't see any smoke or anything. Huh? What was what? Just now? Oh, the monologue. Right. It's just one of my weird possum anomalies. It comes and goes. I guess I better go and see what's up with the fireworks. Best if you keep back a bit, friend, just in case something's hung fire and it suddenly goes off. I'm going to try and sneak up on it. Come on! Oh, you have got to be kidding me! Son of a fiddler's rollicking green... Oh, heck! No, friend, everything's fine. Well, no, it's not fine. It seems that my cigarette did not in fact fall into the bag of fireworks, but in my sudden desire to flee the vicinity of what seemed like an impending disaster, I knocked over my bladderbuster cup and it's gone and drowned the whole lot. Yep. Everything's soaked and sodden. I guess that's what I get for smoking near the ammunition dump. Lesson learned. I sure wish we could have set something off, though. What's that? You brought some with you, too? Well, let's have them out, friend, and see what sparks and lights you can conjure up. In your backpack, are they? By all means, then. Bring forth your own personal stash of mother of pearl. Friend? Does the military know you have one of those? Will they be wanting it back? Nothing too special. Are we both talking about the thing you just pulled out of your backpack? That thing's large enough to own property and hold public office. Look at the size of the launch tube. A whole family of squirrels could live comfortably in here. Is that a shell? Or a volleyball with a fuse stuck in it? Where in the hell did you even get this thing? From some guy in a van, was it? Just some random dude selling fireworks out of his van. Oh, no, that doesn't sound in the least bit sketchy. Not at all. You are going to light it off, right? That's the spirit. Let's get it set up. Over here a bit. Don't want it to hit any tree branches on the way up. That would be bad. Oh, right here. There's a flat spot right over here. And if you want to brace it with something, this chunk of dead wood over here will do nicely. Good. I'll get out of your way now and let you set it up. You got it all done? All ready to fire? Okay, when you need to haul ass, there's a good clear path from you to me. Any moment now. Man, that thing is going to make one giant... Weeping, creeping Krampus. That was beautiful. Every color of the rainbow. You've created fire, friend. Fire and lights in the sky. And that makes you mighty. Hey, there goes the first of the city's fireworks. I guess they're starting up at last. Let's have us a seat again then, and see what the light show is like this year.